Hello everybody, we're going to do a live reaction video of what's going on with the European Super League. What are your thoughts?
Where do I start? Yeah, I mean, you've got these owners, these American owners, these whoever, and they just do not understand the game and what it means to the people in this country. And all they're bothered about is greed. I've just been speaking to my mate. He's a Liverpool fan. He's a season ticket holder at Anfield. And he just said to me, if this goes ahead, he said he would he'd give his season ticket up. He said he would never support that club again. It's absolutely scandalous how they think that they can just go and do what they want. They're not thinking about anyone else and whether they're going on about this. It's going to be a midweek European Super League, 6 billion involved. So that means that they get richer and everything else, just forget about everyone else. I mean, it's just coming out now, and I've respect there for Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, PSG. It's coming out that they've refused, which I said. But I think I've just watched Gary Neville tonight, and as a player, I hated him. But as a pundit, he's absolutely bang on. And I watched him, and you could see how emotional he was getting. And he's right what he's saying. Yeah, you've got your new money in your Chelsea's, your Cities. Forget about them. But your Arsenal's, your Man United's, your Liverpool's, big history around them, big history and what they've done, and fans and. Fans all over the world, and they're forgetting about everything. They're forgetting about where they're from, forgetting about the league they're in. They're forgetting about the whole fucking thing. And I'm furious. And I know that probably us as Leeds United wouldn't have been invited into this, but I'd imagine that our owner himself would have said, "No, this. It's the integrity of the game it's gone. It has gone."
There was a photo earlier, wasn't there? And they said. Like created by the poor, took over by the rich, and that's how it just seems at the minute now. Like, but who's decided that they're the top six? Like he was saying, Arsenal, they're ninth in the league.
That's like in Champions League. Tottenham again. Tottenham are not a big side. Tottenham are no bigger side than us in history and what have you. Fair enough, your Arsenal, your Man United, Liverpool, they're a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. If they want to carry this through, you've got the American owners, Kroenke, American, the Glazers, American. They don't give a shit about the fans that have brought up. It's like when you, as a Leeds fan there, you take your son, first time he walks up them stairs, they don't give a shit about that. You brought up, you cry, your emotions, everything about your club. These fucking owners do not give two shits about it. All they're bothered about is greed. The ones that are behind it all, Wall Street Bank, JP Morgan, they're behind it all. That tells you everything. They do not give a shit about fucking anything. And I think Barcelona, I've always been a lover of Barcelona more than a club. Mesquite un club. Well, it's not, is it? Because they're straight in. Real Madrid, obviously, them greedy bastards, they'll be fucking in. But I'm fucking fuming. It's the integrity of the game has gone. It's like you said, you as a fan, look at us for the last 16 years, we've dreamed of getting back into this Premier League. And these teams are just trying to make a mockery of it. Just say, it's a shit competition. We don't want to be in it.
It's just that having that right, we just have this right now to do whatever we want. Like there's no fight, there's no competition. Like you've got the Champions League where you are fighting to be the top two.
Man, you're not even in Champions League.
You have that reward, but you just it's losing it all. You're losing all the competition. What is the point in the football without all the competition? That's what makes it. It makes it fun, and it's just
well. I mean, we've seen there that the FA, and I'm glad that the FA, FIFA, UEFA, they're straight in, they're in it and saying, nah, not a chance. And I hope that they actually say, if this goes ahead, and as I say, if this letter of intent, suppose that they're going to do this breakaway league, and it has been signed, as Gary Neville said, deduct some points. Yeah. Deduct some points. Well, that's it.
I don't even think they will be part of the Premier League anymore, are they? The way
well, no, because they're saying they will not be accepted. But the thing, what I think, I don't think it's going to go ahead. I don't, but I think it's just the cheek of it. And as you say, you've got clubs in League One, League Two going bust, players being furloughed.
That's the thing, and then they're pumping absolute billions into this. Help out like you say, help out the lower leagues. Like this, when is this just? Like money is just ruining football at the minute, and it has done for a while. And this is just proving it. Like you say, like help the lower leagues out. They need money, especially everything that's happened through, COVID, the pandemic. So many teams are struggling, and then you've got this
set of greedy bastards wanting to fucking have everything for themselves. It's a disgrace, absolute disgrace.
And then think of how the players will feel, because they're not going to be able to take part in the internationals and things like that. They're just going to be like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. And then what happens?
You know what I mean? It's like I said, I hope that FIFA do say if this so-called plan, but I think that the backlash now that they have seen, I think they're going to like, oh, this ain't going to work, I don't think. Because I think that if you're a player and you're playing for these teams, yeah, I know it's money and they're all multi-millionaires anyway. They don't need any more money. But if they get threatened with, you can't represent your country, you can't play in a World Cup, you can't play in a European Championship, would them players actually be really, really prepared? You know, they've already got millions upon millions, you know, in the bank. But to play in a World Cup, that's the pinnacle of football, to play and represent your country in a World Cup. Do you think some of these top players would actually really go along with it? That's, you know.
And then that's the thing. They wouldn't want to go along with it because then it takes out all their passion for like playing for England and things like that. But yeah, then they're going to have players in that don't give a shit. They're just going to have players that are not playing for the club anymore. That whole thing is just gone. There's no loyalty in football anymore. It's just going. It is, and this is pushing it out the door even more because those players that will be asked about it, they're going to be gone. And then you've got players that are just like, yeah, oh, well, it's money. I'm just playing for the money.
And just another point there. I think we're watching that and Solskjaer, and obviously he wouldn't comment too much on it, but I could look at him and I think he's like thinking, nah, this isn't something I want. Why would you want to play in a league where there's just no competition? You can't get relegated. There's nothing. You're playing the same. Well, they want to make it 15 teams, aren't they? But there's 8 supposedly, or 10 supposedly have signed up for it. Fair play to Bayern, Borussia, Dortmund. They said no. PSG, they said no. You know, they don't need the money. The PSG, obviously, richest club in the world. But it's just the integrity. You know, what us, likes of us here now, fans, and I'm sure Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans, I'm sure the fans of these clubs that have actually signed up for this, I bet they're kicking off. And I bet, as I say, I spoke to my mate, Liverpool fan. He's seen ticket. He said he'd rip his season ticket up if this goes ahead and they just leave the Premier League. He said, I would not be bothered about supporting them ever again.
This is the thing. Like, have they even spoken to the players? They haven't. I don't even think they have. And like, to just go ahead and go, oh yeah, we'll do this without speaking to their actual club. And, you know, like, they came out and said, like, the fans of these clubs, what's it?
Oh, you mean like the sports trust?
Yeah,
the sports trust
they're all coming out and saying no.
So,
you know, they speak for the fans. If you can't even listen to them, then
what the problem is the same we know here. Again, it's these faceless, soulless owners. They have no affiliation to the club, the Glazers. It's a business. That's all it is to them. It doesn't mean nothing to them. It's everything to us as fans of whichever team you support, whether you're an Arsenal fan, a Man United fan, a Leicester fan, a Burnley fan, any fan. That's your team. That means everything to you on that Saturday, win, lose, whatever. Every emotion goes through you. These owners do not give a shit. All they're bothered about is that, and plenty of it coming in. And they should lose the licenses to run the clubs, everything, because they do not give a shit.
Well, they should be made to start from the bottom again when it all goes tits up.
Yeah.
Enough to, you know, earn it back, because it's just absolutely ridiculous. Well, the upside is that we'll be fourth, but it's such a weird time to do this at. Like, we've not even finished the season yet. Well,
they reckon there's been tomorrow as well, UEFA supposedly. So to me, it seems like it's been, you know, it's a bit of a plan. This UEFA supposedly reviewing the Champions League and how it's going to be set up for 2024 season. I think 23-24 season. And they're making a big announcement tomorrow. So it seems very, very suspect how they've announced this just the day before that. Fucking hell, man.
If Chelsea do this, I'm handing my season ticket in. Yeah.
That's it. I think that a lot of fans, forget what team you are, forget Man United.
Forget all the rivalry.
Forget the rivalry. This is greed trying to kill the game that we love. Yeah. The game that when, you take your son up for the first time and he's absolutely amazed and he hears the crowd, he hears the singing, the chanting, all that gone. For what? For money, for dollars. And that's it, because these clubs, these owners do not care.
This is a good shout.
It is, I know they have that. All the German clubs are all sort of part owned by the fans, and it is because they help make the decisions as well on how the club goes. But yeah, that's true, Perez, Real Madrid owner, is going to be the president of it all. I thought he might have been behind it. Stephen Meyer. It's, obviously, we're just looking at your comments, like everyone's saying, there can't be any fan, there can't be any. I don't think players are going to agree with it. I think the players are going to be like, nah, why do you want to play in something where you play the same 14 teams every year? What do you play 4 times a year? Is that how it works? You know what I mean? It's
this as well. Like fans can't travel to watch the games. I mean, they would think, well, we've got fans all over the world, so whatever. But like you say, it's ruining the English football, then, isn't it? Like, yeah, just.
I mean, like there's that Norwich fan. He's just got promoted and he wants to get rid of his. I'm a Norwich fan. We've got promoted. I'm going to end my scenes if it goes ahead. You know, it's just going to kill. You know what?
The Premier League.
You know, fucking hell. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah, perfectly, absolutely perfect. You know, it's laughable. Arsenal are not a big club anymore. They're a big club in name, but they're not a big club. You know what I mean, they're no better than us against them now. We're on a very, very.
They just celebrated like mad against drawing with Fulham, right? They've just celebrated like they've won the Premier League. Like, you know, how can you? Like Gary Neville said, like they're just a shamble of a club at the minute. I don't want to like be using this to beat down other teams. I just think.
No, do you know? Forget that for now. Forget that for now. This is football now. This is football against greed. Yeah. This is us as fans. It should be, and I think players. I mean, at the end of the day, as I say, watch Gary Neville night, and I actually everything he said were bang on. But you could see he was speaking as actually as a football fan. He said, you know, I'm all for money. I own a football club. He owns Salford, doesn't he? And I'm all for money in the game, that. But he said, but this is different level. This is just killing everything.
Just I told you we were getting
but you know.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what they'll say now that everyone's saying like the repercussions if this goes ahead. You know, so many are saying nah.
Yeah.
Like I think.
But it's just good that the FA, UEFA, FIFA, they've all jumped on this. They've not waited a day to make a statement. They've straight on it. There will be severe legal repercussions. So
yeah,
you know, I don't think it's going to go ahead, but I think it's just the whole cheek of it, and it's just showing what these owners actually think of their own fans for a start, because I'm sure they've never even give that one thought. Do you know what I mean? What these tickets say, they'd all start this, they'll be probably £200 a piece to go watch them. Who's going to even, you know, they're just going to, fucking hell. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's Tom Lee's fault. It's Tom Lee's fault.
I forgot about them days.
Yeah.
Tom Lee's fault for everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I never thought we'd be agreeing with him. No. But like you say, he's a great pundit, isn't he? Like
he says it.
He says quite a lot of good things lately,
is.
And I'm like,
he does. He just says it as it is. He says what everyone else is thinking. He's not controversial as such. He just says it. He doesn't sit on the fence. He says exactly what he thinks.
Well, I was going to say this, but someone else has brought it up, and I don't know where the comments gone now. Like with UEFA and FA, they're only kicking off because they're going to lose out on money on it all and things. That's not from their heart either. Yeah. But yeah, it's just why do people try and mess with things that aren't broken? Like, yeah, it's just. I think we've had our rant, but yeah.
Well, yeah, we just wanted to get on. We've both been stomping around the house, and Tasha said, "Let's just, you know, it's good to see all comments." Obviously, there's no one even down playing Barrymore. Oh, there it is. You wait for early crime because they're going to lose money. I mean, I'm not going to agree totally with that. I'm not, because end of the day, you know, it's the integrity of the game is just being totally disregarded.
But it's that wanting to beat the top six as well. Like we get really excited to play against like Man City or Man United, Chelsea, and that. They're the fixtures you look forward to. It's just going to be, you know, like everyone has that right to fight for the top and then go in, you know, to Champions League, and you know, like that's. It's just like they're saying to me, well, we've done all that, so let's find something else now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, been there, done that. This is getting boring now. And it's just all about money. It is, like you say, it's all about money.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, do you want to leave it there?
We'll leave it there. We've done us a bit of a rant. Thanks for everyone just jumping in and, you know, letting us know what you all think. You know, it's just, I think it's a very sore subject, this, at the minute, isn't it? And I think a lot of people have got, all more or less 99.9% have got the same opinion. Absolute disgrace, isn't it?
Well, at 8 o'clock we're going to be on. It will probably get brought up again. But yeah, we're going to have the big match preview with us. Joe, are you coming on?
No, I won't be on this one.
Me, Joe, Oscar. I think Phil is coming on as well. So make sure you join us at 8.
Yeah. Cheers for joining the quick one. It was just a quick broadcast on it. Yeah. So thanks everyone. See you all. Leeds, Premier League.